What if I stopped writing down my app ideas and actually built them? Welcome back to Building with AI for the Non Technical Founder, the series where I take real business problems and turn them into working apps using AI without writing code. Today's project is a business expense control dashboard. One of the biggest problems small businesses face isn't making money, it's knowing where the money is actually going. Expenses end up scattered across receipts, bank statements, WhatsApp chats, spreadsheets, and random notes. Before long, no one has a clear picture of what's being spent, who approved it, or whether the business is even operating efficiently. So today, we're building an internal financial management system that solves that. We're using Base44, an AI powered app builder that lets you build complete web applications using natural language prompts instead of code. The goal is to see how far we can go by simply describing the app we want. What's really interesting about this project is that it's designed around how service businesses actually work. Instead of fixed prices, every customer gets a custom quote. So the app needs to handle invoice creation, expense tracking, approvals, and reporting in a way that reflects real day to day operations. By the end of this video, we'll have a dashboard where businesses can create and track customer invoices, record expenses manually by uploading receipts or even with voice notes. AI will automatically extract information from receipts, convert voice notes into expense records, categorize spending, and generate financial insights. We'll also build an approval workflow so staff can submit expenses, managers can approve them, accountants can record payments, and every payment is logged before money leaves the company's bank account. On top of that, we'll add role based permissions so only authorized users can edit or delete financial records. So let's see if we can build all of that with AI. Let's get into the app. Attached to this video is a document containing the full process, including the exact prompt. The first step is to take the prompt and paste it into Base44. Base44 is an AI app builder that lets you create up to 5 apps on its free plan, so you can follow along without paying anything. Once you paste the prompt into the chat, click Plan first. After the planning phase is complete, Base44 automatically starts building the application. The app we've built is an expense management dashboard. It includes a dashboard overview, invoices, expenses, approvals, an AI assistant, customers, and settings. Right now, I'm logged into the admin account, which is the owner's view. From here, you have access to every feature in the application. Let's start with invoices. Creating an invoice is straightforward. Simply enter the customer's name, email address, a description of the service provided, and the total amount. The app automatically calculates everything and generates the invoice. One feature I haven't built yet is the ability to print or email invoices directly from the application. That's something I plan to add in version 2. The good thing is that Base44 already has the capability. You simply need to prompt it to continue building that functionality. One thing you'll notice throughout this process is that I rarely write prompts directly inside Base44. Instead, I take my raw ideas to ChatGPT first. ChatGPT helps me organize and improve the prompt, and then I paste the refined version into Base44 to build the feature. Currently, when you create an invoice, the app records that it has been sent, but it doesn't actually email or print the invoice. If you want that functionality, simply continue prompting Base44 to add email delivery or PDF generation. Now let's look at expenses. Whenever you're on the move and don't have time to type everything manually, you can tap Add Expense and record a voice note instead. The AI converts your voice recording into a structured expense with the description and other details already filled in, making it much faster to log expenses. As the business owner or admin, every expense you enter is automatically recorded. The staff experience is different. Staff members cannot approve expenses themselves. They can only submit expense requests, which must then be reviewed and approved by an admin or accountant before becoming official records. At the moment, the approval section is empty because there aren't any pending requests. Next is the AI assistant. This assistant only analyzes the information inside your business. For example, you can ask questions like, what are my biggest expenses? It will review the data you've entered and give you a breakdown based entirely on your own records. It doesn't search the internet or pull information from external sources. It only works with your business data. Now let's switch over to the staff interface. I've already created a staff account, but when you share this application with your team, they'll be able to register only as staff members. Only the original owner has administrator privileges. The staff dashboard includes access to the dashboard, invoices, expenses, and customers, but it does not include settings or approval management. Back on the admin side, the settings section gives you much more control. You can upload your company logo, manage API keys if you want to connect the app with other services, and view activity logs that show who has been using the application, which sessions are active, and other system events. There's also an agents section where you can build additional AI assistants. For example, you could create a dedicated expense analysis assistant or other specialized AI agents to support different parts of your business. Base 44 also provides the complete code base, so if you ever decide to hand the project over to a software engineer, you can export the code and continue development outside the platform. Another useful feature is the built-in security recommendations. For example, the app currently notifies me that staff members have access to customer records. In my case, that's intentional because I want staff to be able to generate invoices for customers. You also have access to analytics that show how people are using the application. Under users, you can invite additional team members. You can assign someone as another admin, an accountant, or a regular staff member. The system sends them an invitation by email, and once they accept it, they'll have access to the application based on the permissions you've assigned. Finally, you'll receive a link that your team can use to access the app. It's important to understand what we've built here. This is not a public SaaS platform where different businesses can create accounts and manage their own organizations. Instead, this is a custom internal application built specifically for one service business. It's designed to help that business manage invoices, expenses, approvals, and reporting. If you wanted to build a multi tenant SaaS application where multiple companies could sign up, create accounts, and manage their own staff independently, that would require a different architecture and additional prompts. To summarize the user roles, the admin has access to the dashboard, invoices, expenses, approvals, customers, settings, analytics, users, AI agents, and system configuration. The staff can only access the dashboard, customers, invoices, and expenses. They can create invoices and submit expenses, but they cannot approve requests or change system settings. When staff members create invoices, they can save them and mark them as sent or printed. Since many service businesses still issue physical invoices or receipts, the workflow is simple. The invoice is handed to the customer physically, and then it's recorded inside the application. This creates a complete digital record of every invoice issued, making it much easier to track revenue, monitor business activity, and generate reports later. His staff also have access to view customer records, making it easy for them to create invoices and manage customer related tasks. When you switch back to the admin account, you'll see any expense requests that staff members have submitted. Simply open the approval section, review the request, and approve or reject it. It's important to note that approving an expense inside the app does not automatically transfer money from your bank account. Instead, it creates an approval record within the system. In a typical business workflow, the accountant or finance manager would review the request, approve it inside the app, and then make the actual payment from the company's bank account. This ensures there's always a digital record of every request and every approval for future reference and reporting. That covers the core functionality of the app. If you have any questions or ideas for features you'd like me to add, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your suggestions and maybe include them in a future version. Under the analytics section, you can also see how people are using the application. It shows which pages are visited the most, and you can filter the data by day, week, or month to understand usage trends over time. As I mentioned earlier, if you'd like to build this yourself, simply use the prompt I've shared and paste it into Base 44. The prompt wasn't perfect on the first attempt. I started by opening ChatGPT and using the voice conversation feature to explain my idea naturally, just as if I were talking to another person. ChatGPT then organized my thoughts into a detailed, structured prompt that Base44 could understand. I copied that refined prompt into Base44, clicked Plan, reviewed the implementation plan, and then let it build the application. If you want to recreate this exact solution, simply copy the prompt I've included, paste it into Base44, and try it for yourself. I've also included a link to the app so you can explore it. By default, you'll be able to test it as a staff user. If you'd like to experience the admin version, send me an email and I'll do my best to send you a special admin access link. Thanks so much for watching. And that's it. We've gone from an idea to a fully functional AI powered business expense control dashboard, all without writing traditional code. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what app I should build next. If you want the exact prompt and the step-by-step process I used to build this app, you'll find it in the link in my description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Building with AI for the Non-Technical Founder.